successful learn from mistakes. Your mistake was you didn't do the research to see if what they were telling you had any validity to it. Don't go through the rest of your life with a blindfold on. You want to put your blinders on when it comes to your focus to go get where you want to get to. But don't put a blindfold on. You're listening to the Jay Stone Show. I'm katzinjamma, and we're listening to side one of Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, on vinyl. Helter Skelter. That, my friends, was a remake of a Beatles song, and I will say, probably the best cover of a Beatles song ever, because they made it their own. Let's go ahead and listen to side two. This was one of our favorite albums when we were growing up in high school. Still one of my all-time favorites. And I believe you should own it on vinyl. Especially you millennials who are watching the Kardashians. Ooh. And that Kanye cannot fucking asshole douchebag. I'd love to see Kanye try to fucking reach out to me and see if he had a fucking valid point. I don't give a fuck how much money he's worth. He's a piece of garbage. No talent. These guys had talent. Alright. So millennials, can you get red hot? You can't get red hot by cutting college classes. You should be calling out that professor who let everyone skip their exam so you can ponder your hurt feelings because you didn't like who got voted in by the Democratic way. Bunch of fucking crybabies. Again, you should be calling out that professor to let you skip that exam, which tests your knowledge. Think about that for a second. He let you out of it. What a cop-out. Don't stand and block a highway or road so a child or a woman or a man die in an ambulance trying to get to the hospital because you knuckleheads are blocking the road. Oh, and that's a lot of common sense. Then you die because you got run over. And then you're all fucking bitching and moaning that shouldn't have happened? You're kidding, right? Again, that's just plain out stupidity. You don't sit there and cry because your feelings were hurt, because you believed all the propaganda of who will be your president, and like it, lump it, it's fact. Trump will be the president, your president. And I got news for you. Parents, grandparents, if you don't slap your youngins in the back of the fucking neck and wake them the fuck up and let them know that is their president, then they should respect that. I don't like Obama, but I respect that he's the president. I still think he should be tried for treason, Because there's proof out there that I've seen him say that he is training ISIS. That's treason. Giving money to Iran, $1.8 billion, that's treason. Especially when you break your own executive orders, you fucking douche. But I respect that he's the president. He still should be arrested. Oh, by the way, Trump didn't do any of that. You just want to believe the propaganda and bullshit of what kind of man he is. Why don't you do some research and really look into it? So now is the time for you millennials to grow the fuck up. Earn your keep. Earn your place. And earn to be heard. And to be heard by what you have learned. Today, these 5 years of bullshit, again is your stepping stone for your rejuvenation of realism. Learn from the mistakes. The mistakes that the Democrats, these liberals, thought that they were going to bullshit us realists. It has nothing to do with being Republican. It's about being a realist. The American way is about earning your keep, putting your head down, learning from your elders. I am one of your elders. You should learn from me. I have an IQ, but not because I can read some fancy words that a buddy of mine likes to say, which totally blows his point because he tries to be over the top thinking that he's that smart. Well, he probably is. But I'm a normal individual. I use normal words. And as you already know, fuck is one of my favorites. I'm a simpleton, but a very bright one. I have an IQ of 129. It's pretty good. I'll take it. I am not Einstein, but I am not a dumbass. And common sense has always been my thread. Is that yours? If it isn't, figure out how to learn common sense. Common sense says that sky looks blue, grass is green. If it's not been fed with water, it's probably brown. Those are common sense. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, that's common sense. If someone is driving down the road and they're texting at the same time, that is not common sense. That's fucking stupidity. If someone says, no, I didn't give Iran $1.7 billion, it's part of an old contract, and then you find out they released a bunch of people who were kidnapped. It's called ransom. So the common sense thread says to you, he was bullshitting you. So people, learn it. So if you are in your 30s something millennials, or are you the 20-something millennials, it's still not too late for you to learn those same lessons. Because you should see that it's wrong for some of your colleagues to be fired for what they believe because they voted for Trump and you did not. You're the one who made the mistake. And even if you don't like what they believe, it's still wrong. It's still wrong that they got fired because of what they believe. Think about that for a second. It should be wrong for illegals to be in this country. Now, there's plenty of people in this country that are legal that are very, very, very nice people. Nothing against those people. But I'll tell you what. It's still wrong. And they made the mistake. It's no different if you're driving a car and you didn't get it re-registered, you didn't get it inspected, or you're driving without insurance knowing what the laws of the land are. It's still wrong. You either get your license revoked, you get a ticket, you get penalized. That's the law. So you abide by it. If there were no laws, there'd be nothing but chaos. And the fact that you millennials are running around like chickens without heads, thinking that you don't have to listen to anybody, that it doesn't pertain to you, yes, it does. And that's why we're watching your chaos. Hopefully, new laws will be instructed. I don't know why they're not just going by the laws that are there in place, because technically you should be arrested just based on it. But I guess because of the loose terms and how lawyers can manipulate, they have to revamp it. And I hope they revamp it to a point that when you are causing that kind of a ruckus, regardless, you should be arrested. And you should be arrested for a time period, not for a night, for a time period, so you can learn your lesson. Don't do the crime if you cannot do the time. So when you think about all these nice people who happen to be illegals, think about the fact that it drove down our work wage. And it was down for all of us Americans. It's all about us, not just some of you, millennials. So get off your self-righteous horse and be a positive contribution factor to all of us Americans. And go out there, knock them dead, kid, because that's what we want. Be sure that you turn in to the Jay Stone Show at rockmetaltalk.com every week. Go to Jay's webpage, rockmetaltalk.com, and you can listen to all past episodes, mine included. You can also reach out to Jay on Twitter, on Facebook. He loves chatting with his fans, so go out there and become one. Spread the word. Rock is not dead, Kanye. I'm Katzinjamma. You can always ask Jay to play some Katzinjamma music. I hung out with one of my rock and roll clan, Joe Davis. You should go check out his music. The Joe Davis Band. He's on Facebook. He's on Twitter. He's on MySpace as well. And he's usually out there gigging in the Carolinas. Right now he's trying to get some backing so we can get his new album that just came out, which is phenomenal. If you guys like